Joe, we always talk about our Jackson County government like it's a thing.
And yet it's really a group of people that work for and serve at the county.
A group of really smart and dedicated people.
Come with us now and meet those folks that work for you.
Hello, I'm Bill Mance with Jackson County Close-Up. We're here today with Judge Joe Charter at the Jackson County Justice Court. It's our hope you understand a little more about the Justice Court and a little more about Judge Joe Charter by the time we finish today. So thank you very much for taking the time today, Joe. We just really appreciate you just being willing to share with the community what we're doing over here in Central Point. So thank you for that.
My pleasure.
Judge Charter, what we love to do is we like people with Jackson County Close-Up to really meet the people that are working for the county. And so we're going to take a little time and just talk a little bit about so how long you've been with the county, how your kind of life history. And so tell us a little bit. You've been at the Jackson County Justice Court since
2004, so 14,
right from the beginning.
14 years, yeah.
Well, so tell us the story of how you got there, what you did before. Tell us a little bit about why you wanted to be a judge.
Yeah, well, I've been a practicing lawyer for 30 plus years now. And the first job I had out of law school was clerking for a trial court judge in Juneau, Alaska.
Wow.
And just fascinating individual, wonderful job, wonderful setting for a year. And, he gave me a lot of leeway in terms of, like, I would often draft an opinion for him, and he'd say, yeah, that's good, I'll sign it, or no, go back and change it the other way.
Yeah.
And he was a very fair individual, Walter Carpenetti. So he was my first mentor, and I said, you know what, I think I could do that someday. So I always sort of carried that, and I think a lot of lawyers and trial lawyers aspire to be a judge. And so I was elected first in 2004 and then appointed. And I've been re-elected twice, so I'm in my third term.
And are we going to keep going?
Well, until someone makes me a better offer. I'm enjoying, I'm at that stage where, I like doing it, and I figured it out pretty much. So, whether I just status quo or, go climb Mount Kilimanjaro, we'll see.
Tell us what you like about not just working for the Justice Court, but really working for Jackson County.
Well, the county managers, and so both elected officials and appointed managers meet, not every month, but maybe every other month, managers meeting, and it's just a wonderful collaborative atmosphere. I mean, many of these managers are, the president of their statewide association, or have been. I've done that for the Oregon Justice of Peace Association. And, what we're blessed with here in Jackson County, not only a great, environment and natural resources, but great financial management. I mean, when you look around to see how other counties have dealt with the declining federal timber dollars. So much so that, we're talking about someday, maybe soon, property taxes could go down instead of up. Depending on whether we build a jail. I mean, that's the current issue. But that's what I've liked, is just, top managers at the top of their game, very efficient management, and like we've talked about, no game playing, no, turf wars. It's a very collaborative atmosphere at the county.
So what does the judge of the Justice Court like to do when you're not being the judge?
Well, this may, surprise some people, but I do yoga on the weekends. Keeps me flexible. I mean, we have this longevity in my family history on my mother's side. My mother is 94. Her mother lived to be 100.
Oh, wow.
So I try to keep limber. I think that flexibility is important, particularly as we age. I'm involved in the community in a lot of different nonprofits, I love to read. I have a voracious mind, so I'm reading on my mini iPad about economics and politics and policy and psychology all the time.
An occasional novel.
An occasional novel, maybe John Grisham or, yeah. I've been reading biographies of Hamilton, Washington, Jackson. I'm on to the next Chernoff is U.S. Grant, so waiting for that one.
Gotcha. So you're kind of a history buff.
Yeah, yeah. You know, then on the other hand, I like Game of Thrones.
Okay.
So you can throw some sci-fi at me too.
There we go. Thank you very much for the time you spent with us today, and we hope that we've accomplished our goal of you knowing a little more about Justice Court and a little bit about Judge Joe Charter. Thank you.